So how do you assess the importance of internship? Okay. So why do we consider these internship programs to be very important? Okay. So internships are like complete packages, right from learning the basic ethics of a work environment and how to contribute to a company. So all these things will be able to understand, and it can also bridge a gap by making your academic qualifications run in sync with your future job requirements. So while we complete our studies here in the college, you will be wondering, what sort of skill sets or what sort of attitude will be beneficial for you in procuring your job. You may have a doubt. So this internship time period, it's a kind of a precursor or a curtain raiser for your actual work experience. Okay. Internships, they can help you bridge a gap by making your academic qualifications in sync with your job requirements. And it gives you an added work experience. Okay. So you are wanting experiences to get experiences. So what does that mean? Okay. So you need this experience actually to just uh, add to while you are going for the real time job. Okay. So to say that I have an experience, you have to go for this internship. Okay. So this seems to be the biggest issue for all the young graduates. Okay, who are stepping into the industry nowadays. So an internship, it helps you fill the void, okay, void the gap by providing you with practical work background, and they also help you build your profile by making you stand out among other applicants while getting a job. Supposing there are a lot of people with a similar study experience and so on. So once a person has this internship experience, means he or she will stand out among other applicants. Okay, so in that way, it enhances your work experience, and also it helps you in procuring good job offers. Okay, so many companies, they prefer hiring employees through internships. Since the hiring process requires a lot of efforts to be put in by the employer, and through internships, employees get a chance to test his or her intern before making an offer to them. Many multinational firms like Amazon India convert 60% of their summer interns into full-time employees through pre-placement offers, as told by Amazon's HR manager, Asia Business House. Okay. So it's like not only it is a strenuous job for the employees to be in search of an employer, but the employer also has to put in the same kind of efforts to go for to search right candidates for this own industry, okay, for this own concern. So that needs lot of effort on this part. So he will be always on the lookout for the choosing the right kind of a person. So it's like a testing ground for him. So if he is satisfied with the intern that he is choosing, will be continuing with them. So it's all it is in all likelihood that once you join a company as an intern, there is all the more probability that you will be observed as their real-time employee. Okay, so in that way, it gives you an added advantage. Then, building a network. So you get connected to different people while working in a corporate world, which may come in handy. So in the later stages of your life. So not only with regard to internships, but they also help you develop your professionalism. Okay. So they also ensure you the kind of a character growth. Okay. So because you will be in a position to connect to different people who are working as interns. Okay, who are working as interns. So naturally it gives you an added edge. Okay. So you will come to know about how to get along with other people. So in a way, it's like building relationships with other people, so that it also encourages character growth in you. Okay, so in your colleges, you will be having a peer group. So that peer group will be different. So they will be, most of them will be your friends and so on. But once you just go and work as an intern, okay, so it gives you an opportunity to see how the outside world is. Okay, so what kind of issues that you will come across in a workplace. Okay, so that idea you will get, so that you will it will be an eye opener for you. Okay, it will be an eye opener for you, and in deciding how to get along with the co-workers and your peer group, everything. Okay, so it ensures future career prospects for you. Doing an internship, it lets you experiment with different career options, and also it helps you get more clarity about what you want to pursue in your professional life. Sometimes it will give you a clear-cut idea whether you are very happy with the kind of internship program that you have chosen, and sometimes you have chosen it very enthusiastically, but towards the middle of it, you may think that you are cut out for another job which comes to you naturally. So that idea also you will get, that realization also you will get. Okay, so it gives you a chance not only to prove your professional skills, but also to locate, which is the career cut out for you. Okay. Then the third important point is how to get an internship. Okay, so everyone by now they agree that internships they hold a lot of values in starting your career. Okay, so we also know that getting an internship can be tough to step out of your comfort zone. So uh, when you want to achieve something, now the first thing is you have to come out of the comfort zone. Okay, so we have a saying in English, right? No, you can't have the cake and eat it too. So you have to take an effort that will involve some hardships on our parts. Okay, to stand out among others, you need to exercise, a kind of lot of efforts. Okay, and hardships on your part, and be experimental. Okay, it is what every work space would expect out of you. So you have to be experimental. You have to be innovative. Okay. So that gives you an added advantage. Okay. So in a workplace. So that realization you will get. So here in the coming slides we will get a step-by-step guide where you will know about how to get an internship. So you have to find the career fields that would be apt for you, and in those areas alone you could concentrate. Okay, so you have to make yourself very much sure about the hiring trends. You have to be updated with the hiring trends, the number of openings in the respective industries. Okay, the job profiles, the perks that you will be getting, which are being offered by the employees. Okay. So what is the hiring trend, on which particular field of study? Is there any particular diploma that will give you an added edge? Okay. So nowadays you are doing a lot, you are asked to do on all these online courses, right? So there even 4 week courses are there. So if you just choose a course that fits in with your interest, that would be an added advantage to you. So like that you can just choose and just pinpoint what are the trends in the particular field, okay, field of work. And this keeps your expectations realistic and makes all your goals attainable, which is very important. And here are some of the trends in the year 2021, which Inshallah helps build, okay, So you will get some perspectives on the hiring trends of the industries. And here, so you should know that most of the employers, they just uh, decide whether this particular person will be a good employee or not within a minute. Okay, because they don't have so much time reading your entire profile and so on. Okay, so they spend less than a minute in reviewing a resume. And so it's essential to make your resume stand out. That's got to be an element of excitement in it. Prefer using professional key terms. Avoid any grammatical errors and add numbers to quantify your achievements. Don't forget to get your resume verified, your training and placement officer, or maybe any one of your faculty, or even your friends. Okay. So always add a customized covering letter to your application, as it allows recruiters and hiring managers to develop a better understanding of your suitability for a position. Okay, so this is very important, convincing application. Okay, so application will tell who you are. Okay, what are your interests? It's like a kind of what do you call it? An advertisement. Okay, you consider your resume, each one of your resume to be your self-advertising, yourself to be hired by the employer. Okay, so to make that very important, so all of your literature students, and by this time you should be familiar and you should be thorough with grammar. Okay, so you should have an interest. Okay, to write a resume that will be interesting at the same time error free. Okay, and then find a right platform, which is also very important. Okay, so like when you are ready with the required materials for your application, look for the opportunities on the right platforms. You leverage your network and use your college's career resources. So we have a placement and training cell here. So you can approach them. Okay, you can approach them, or you can even, like we saw in the previous uh, slide itself. Okay, you can contact one of your faculty. Okay, or even your friends. Okay, so you have your elder sister or brother at home who is working. So from them also you can get help. Okay, and you may also contact companies directly or visit suitable online websites like Internshala to search from a pool of 10,000 plus internship opportunities. Okay, so now we move on to the next slide. Okay, so how to apply on Internshala? Okay, the first point is, the first important thing is you have to register. You have to create an account as a student. Okay, it is a free registration. You can register free of cost. Okay, and then you have to complete your profile. You have to add the basic details like your educational qualification, your skills and work experience to your profile. And Inshallah will create a customized resume for you. After that, you will be asked to fill in your availability in terms of your preferred working timeline and location. So this is very important because you are continuing with your studies. So naturally, you cannot work in the daytime. So after your college hours, after your regular college hours, maybe after 5 or so on, you can just uh, state that this is the convenient time for you. Okay. So most of you would be having the laptops. Okay. The government is nowadays giving laptop free of cost and so on. So make the maximum use of that. Okay. So online internships in Internshala, okay, because as it has tie-up with so many companies, right from 1,000 rupees to even 15,000 per month you are getting. Okay, so some of the good candidates are getting better offers. So, first you have to register your profile. And last year we did for the present secondary students, all the secondary students, they registered last year. Okay, so the thing is they are getting offers, and each time a company sends you a mail, you have to submit your resume first again to the company. Okay, you have your standard profile in the Inshallah, and then looking at that, if a company offers you an internship, again you have to send your resume. So you should be patient enough, and you should be ready to do that work promptly. Okay, so if you just delay, in sending the resume in a prompt time, maybe you are losing a chance. So that you should be very careful. Okay, after just placing your resume there, okay, registering your customized resume there, you will be asked to fill in your availability, like your preferred timing and which location. Okay, sometimes it could be offline internships also. Most probably there will be online internships. Sometimes, if it is nearer your place, they may suggest some offline internships also. And the third point is you have to apply and get hired. So after completing your profile on Internship, you can continue applying for internships that match your profile and availability. Okay. So so far you would have got an idea how to apply in Internship. So in tomorrow I will be sharing another link, where you could register in Internship. Okay, for ACT or summer internship, and the internships which will continue even after the summer vacation. Okay, when your course of studies is due. So how can you boost your application? Okay, how can you boost your application? So now you are somewhat familiar. Okay, I can't say well first, but you are somewhat familiar about how to apply for internship. So let's take a look at how to increase your chances of getting hired and perform better than 80%, 85% of the candidates and boost your application process. So first point is you have to apply very early. Okay, so some of the summer internships they have very strict deadlines while others do not. Okay, so larger companies that offer several internships they tend to have a structured process in which they recruit and hire interns and often complete the entire process in the early months of the year. So thus being an early applicant always adds to your chances of getting hired. So don't delay. Okay. So you have to, when once you get the chance, you have to apply early. So sometimes first come first served basis most of the companies follow. Okay, so it's not enough that you are ready to work, but you have to send in your application much ahead of others. So that there you may have some more points of earning the internship. Okay, and then apply for multiple internships. So internships are more competitive than even before. On Internshala, students they apply for 4-5 internships on an average to make sure they increase their chances of getting hired. So you shouldn't say, no, opportunity will knock on my door and wait for that. No, I have applied for only one company that they will hire me. Okay, you can say like that and wait. But the person who applies in many companies, his chances of his or her chances of getting hired would be greater. Okay, rather than a person who has applied in only one company. Okay, so you have to apply in multiple companies so that you get to work. Okay, in at least one. Then keep building your skill sets. While looking for internships, you may come across some skill requirements that you do not have. Many courses may not be a part of the academic curriculum, such as the business communications, digital marketing, content writing, advanced Excel, etc. Understand your strengths and weaknesses in your profile and work accordingly to build a true learning in demand skills. So, as the literature students, you may just work on this content writing. Okay, So there are a number of opportunities nowadays, no, for literature students, especially with the way that you employ your language skill set. Okay, so you can think on those lines, and even online tuitions, no, that many people are making money out of it. So all of you are gadget friendly generation, so you can just think about yourself as an effective speaker, and with all of them you are in your with your Android phones. You know, it has become like one of your hands. So why can't we just use that for building your skill set? Okay, so you can think about that and take a video of your own speech, and with which you can add some new content and so on. You can think about those ways of enriching your skill sets. Okay, and any particular platform. So you can just go in for any short-term course, okay, that will build on your skill sets. Okay, so and moreover, you will be a certified professional if you attend those online courses. You know, it may be only 4 weeks, but still it gives you a lot of opportunities. Okay, and then you have to follow up effectively. After sending in your application, you need to send the employer a follow-up email. So this not only shows the intensity of your interest in the position, but also it marks your professional behavior. You know, when you just follow up what you have already submitted, yeah, this is a very good practice. Okay, that will impress the employer. Okay, that you are just following up. So that itself is one of the most important professional behaviors. If you keep at it, then you are bound to eventually hear back from a recruiter or a hiring manager going to set up an interview. So building a spreadsheet will make it easy to follow up with hiring managers and will keep you organized as you move forward with your job search. So you have to just open an Excel sheet where you are just writing. You are just storing the information that this particular day I applied to this company. Okay, so I just sent a follow-up mail on this day. Okay, so I got a call from this. If you have got a call from one of the employees, then note down that date also. So that will give you, a point of uh, point to quantum. Okay, so I have applied to so many things. So in what where do I land? Okay, so all these things it will give you an idea, and it will be an encouraging point of study also. Okay, yes, and then how to ace your online interview. Okay, so we all know that this outbreak of the pandemic, okay, it has led to the adoption of work from home practices. So, according to the Internshala's research, companies have introduced end-to-end recruitment processes which have led to a 60% rise in work from home opportunities. So, the very first step for the same is online interviews. So, here are some of the do's and don'ts of an online interview. Okay, so online interview, what you are supposed to do. Okay, you have to dress professionally for the interview, just like you would just dress up for an offline interview. Okay, so you have to dress professionally. Okay, so don't sit like when you are in your online classes. Okay, so that you won't switch on your videos, but here you have to switch on your videos, so that you have to give a very you have to be in a very professional look, and you have to be punctual. Okay, so remain punctual even 10 minutes before the start of the interview to make sure that you don't have any microphone or network issues. Okay, and then you have to familiarize yourself with the online interviewing platforms. Okay, so that test the video platform by practicing with your friends and peers a day before you have the actual interview. Okay, so don't read off your computer screens and don't seem distracted by sticking to your notes. Okay, So while attending the interview, just give the impression that you are reading from your monitor, okay, or you are going through some notes and so on. And avoid getting flustered with internet cliches, okay, and do not hesitate to ask the interviewer to repeat the question, okay, in case you missed it. Instead of answering it in a wrong way, it's no harm that you ask the interviewer to repeat the question, okay. And don't use an unprofessional username. Sometimes I was very much scared, during online classes by the mail ID sometimes. Okay, so don't use such kind of unprofessional username. Then make the most of your internship experience. Once you have secured an internship, it's important to make the most of your journey. Okay, your internship is one of the most valuable experiences you will have. What's crucial to remember is that you learn an immense amount throughout this journey. Okay, it will be a learning experience. Okay, life itself is a continuous learning experience. Okay, and then you ask for the feedback. Okay, so don't forget to ask your mentors for reviews and feedback. Once you have received the feedback, try to follow the remarks immediately. Okay, sometimes we won't be aware of the small uh, mistakes or errors or some kind of mannerisms that won't be screen friendly and so on. Okay, so that get that kind of feedback from your mentors. Okay, and just try to change that immediately so that your manager is able to see that you are open to feedback and you are willing to better yourself at every point of time. Okay, so you be inquisitive. Okay, you be inquisitive and resourceful. Do not hesitate to ask relevant questions from your team members and voice your opinions. Okay, take the time to reflect and come up with your own insight or solution before consulting others when you uncover a problem. Okay, so you have to ask questions. Okay, ask questions from your team members and you have to voice your opinions also. Okay, so you have to have an opinion. Okay, you have to have an opinion on your own. Okay, you can listen to others, but you should not depend always on the opinion of others. Okay, so you may arrive at a solution by consulting with others, but you should have a personal insight on that particular issue concern. Okay, so when there is a problem, when you are trying to uncover a problem, you have to look from yourself at the same time from others' part of it. Okay, highlight your contributions. This will also help you remember everything you have worked on to update your resume, add to your portfolio, or talk about it in future interviews. So take notes about what you liked and disliked during your internship. Knowing your own preferences can help you to make better choices when you eventually apply for a full-time job. Okay, so as we discussed earlier, this internship period will be an eye opener for you. Okay, so whether you like this kind of work, okay, so whether you are comfortable with this or you are not, whether if you consider that you are not suitable for this work and your ambitions are even higher, so that light will be thrown, okay, on your part. Okay, so that you can just understand and you can fix your mindset when you go for the full-time job. So there are some of the handy tips after the completion of the internship program. What are they? So your internship, it will help you build experience, knowledge, skills, and contacts that will prove valuable personally and professionally. However, you also need to make sure that the company looks forward to working with you again, or as best as it can get, offers you a full-time position. So your internship period, it will help you build your experience, knowledge, skills, and contacts that will be valuable for you professionally as well as personally. Okay. And you have to make sure that in your internship period you have given such an impression, okay, through your work and through your attitude, that the company is happy to hire you as their full-time worker. And then build connections, connect with your managers, mentors, and even your fellow interns on social platforms. Okay, social platforms, keep updated with their profiles and what the company is up to. Okay, in the present circumstances. So follow your co-workers, your mentors, your administration, okay, and then at all times, so that you don't miss out an opportunity to work with them again in case any openings or exciting projects come on the way. Okay, so don't share the confidential information. Sharing confidential information pertaining to your internship, such as a client or customer related details, could place you in serious legal trouble. So, apart from being illegal, it is also extremely disrespectful to the organization. Okay. So, you are not supposed to share any confidential information. Okay. So, which is very important and which will mar the reputation of the company. And get references. Enhance your profile with a recommendation from your managers or co-workers to help you with future jobs or higher education. So get your skills endorsed on platforms like LinkedIn for a better validation of your work experience. Okay, so getting references is also very important. Okay, just like your answers, no, you will get more marks when you just refer. Okay, to other important aspects related to the particular piece of study that you are undertaking. Similarly, your references here in the workplace, okay, it will help you get future jobs, okay, and you are endorsing your skills on platforms like LinkedIn, okay. So it will validate your work experience for the better. And we have come to the finale of this career talk, and I would like to give you a piece of advice. So, summertime it gives you a great opportunity to explore your interests through internships. As many employers, they actively look for summer interns nowadays. Okay, so you can choose a suitable type of internship for yourself and continue building your skill set through full-time or part-time internships as well as through online training. So you can just rock, keep on rocking, no? Okay, by employing, by spending time to look out, okay, for the right kind of internship for you. Okay. Thank you, students, for your participation. If you want to have any clarifications, you can ask me. So I'll be sharing the attendance link. Okay, I'll be sharing the attendance link to the WhatsApp groups. Okay, so you have to fill that and you are getting the attendance link directly from the internship. Okay, we are going to share the link so that your attendance will be registered in their drive. Okay, so the filling the feedback and attendance is very important. Okay, here itself uh, we have posted. So they will be for attendance is posted in the WhatsApp groups also. Those who have submitted the attendance can read the meeting. Will be getting e-certificates to your mail ID. Hope you are filling the attendance link. Students, those who have submitted the attendance can read the meeting.